CHL News, here is Alex Virgo.
I'm not going to keep this hat on for long because it won't fit my headphones. And my arms are already getting tired.
Casey Freeman.
Please don't touch him, he's pretty. he's never done anything wrong.
Casey.
Braeden Redshaw.
I said $1 million and the rights to Newfoundland.
Marek Robinson.
She answered the question. She said no, so then I went, okay.
And Phil Tremblay.
Nebraska could disappear off the face of the earth, and it would not affect me any.
Grab a seat because the show starts right now.
And as much as I admire that intro, we are going to have a new intro for Season 2, starting on October 3rd.
We're back.
We are back.
We are.
I do miss not being able to hear the little music. I liked dancing in the radio booth.
Yeah, that was nice.
There was something simple about that radio booth that was kind of nice. We always started on time.
Editing was an absolute pain, which is why we're here.
Anyway, Season 2.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We made it.
Yeah, so we are back. Alex Virgo, as always, with Casey Freeman.
Hello.
Marek Robinson.
What up?
Phil Tremblay.
Yep.
Braeden Redshaw.
Hey.
And we are here to give our predictions for the 2024-2025 season.
Yeah, and I think this one's going to be a little exciting. So last time we did our predictions was in the very early days of the Coast to Coast podcast, back when it was me, Alex, and our dearly missed friend Landon.
In 5 days, I think it'll be a year to the day.
Oh,
Wow.
we're gonna party.
I think it's September 9th, September 29th, 2023, I think.
Yeah.
It just feels good to be back.
It's nice to
Yeah,
party.
I've been itching for this. So here's how it's basically going to break down. So we'll get into each division, probably spend 8 to 10 minutes max on each division.
Some divisions are easier than others too.
Kind of breaking down each team, and then we'll kind of list off our individual rankings or predictions. Then we'll switch to conference finals, Stanley Cup finals, and then we'll go through individual awards. For the Rocket, Art Ross, Norris, Calder, Vezina, and Jack Adams. Let's jump straight in. Let's jump with the Pacific.
Ooh, Pacific.
Haven't missed a beat, Alex. Haven't missed a beat.
Not at all.
Starting out west.
Dialed.
Yeah, so pretty much going to go from west to east. So Pacific, Central, Metro, Atlantic.
Did you want to go in like a line, just like the pick 8 and then pick 7, so on and so forth?
Yeah,
sure.
No, that sounds fine. Yeah. So then we'll go from Casey to Redshaw, 8 to 1.
Okay. I should just rip the whole thing.
Oh, I was thinking like 8.
No, 8.
Yeah.
8,
7,
6, 5.
My 8th pick in the Pacific is the Anaheim Ducks.
My 8th pick is also the Anaheim Ducks.
You guys are crazy.
I went San Jose again.
Did you guys think Celebrini is really going to change that team that much? I know Carson Wetch will, but Celebrini really?
Isn't Wetch back to the Hitman?
Change it.
Okay. Fair
I'm
enough.
saying San Jose as well.
I am also San Jose.
Okay, so you guys are the odd ducks in this case. Why Anaheim?
Wow.
What puts San Jose above the Ducks?
You want me to go first?
My reasoning is just purely based off my heart, and that the San Diego Gulls did not.
Chase DeLeo, baby.
They did
Chase
not
DeLeo.
re-sign Chase DeLeo, so he was
They
a
could beat it?
captain. That's crazy, I think. But
Where is he now? Is he in the K? Or
He's
is
in the K now.
Oh, what team do you know?
They're light blue, and he's number 69. That's all I know.
Nice.
A legend.
Merrick.
I think Sharks obviously got better. The additions of Will Smith, the hockey player, Celebrini obviously, but they also got that goalie from Nashville.
Yaroslav Askarov.
Yeah, and the Ducks are not as strong. Zegras is not as good as he used to be. Troy Terry is kind of slowing down. McTavish is a bright spot, but Gibson is still not that super reliable. You do have Mintyukov, who is iffy. He was injured a lot last season, but I just think with the new additions, especially with that goaltender and how much he wanted to play in Nashville, I think he's going to try to prove himself, and I think that'll end up with them going from the 8th spot to the 7th. It's a very big advancement.
Yeah, I don't know. They were so disastrously bad last season, and I can appreciate the add of Will Smith and Macklin Celebrini, and I can appreciate Askarov being shipped off to San Jose with something to prove. I don't think it's enough to pull them out of 8th, though. I just don't see it. And
It is in the playoffs, regardless.
And Lucas Dostal still in Anaheim, unless I'm mistaken. Really performed really well last year.
They'll probably play Gibson more though.
Well, even then, you still have a good tandem of Dostal and Gibson anyway. So I just don't see San Jose passing.
Good as a
Anaheim.
statement.
Yeah, I'm no comment on that one. I think San Jose is bad, and I think we saw it with Chicago that gaining one decent player like Chicago did with Bedard doesn't automatically make you contender.
Mm-hmm.
They're still going to be an 8th.
I'm pretty much the same way. I think that, Zegras played in less than half the games last year. If he stays healthy, he could be maybe a 50-point guy, and that could keep them in 7th over 8th. That's my reasoning.
So Casey, your 7th pick.
The Kings.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, I went Sharks.
Yeah. I went Ducks.
Yeah, I assume they're going to be just swapped.
I think I'm also saying the Ducks.
I also have the Ducks.
Yeah, so just same reasons they switched, but
Why do you hate the Kings?
They're just not the
what's going on
vibe.
with the
They're just
the
not
vibe.
vibing. They
vibe.
came out with the new logo, and it's just not hitting.
Yeah.
they made
It's just not landing.
They made the playoffs last year too.
That would be a pretty big drop.
That would be
Yeah,
an amazing
That's
drop.
a
Yeah, there's
Huberdeau
gonna
level
be some
drop.
drama happening.
That is a
That was a Huberdeau level
drop.
drop.
So 6.
6.
Well, hang on.
Alright.
Why'd you put?
I kind of explained when I was talking about the Sharks. They got a bit better.
Your thing's enough to.
I
push
think
it past the
genuinely think
Ducks?
it's the goaltending. That's my big. I think that's going to be a big piece. They're going to have, instead of 30-something points, they'll have 40s, the low 40s.
Who's Askar's backup? Blackwood.
Yeah. It's the Sharks, man. They're not going to get much help.
Yeah.
You're comparing bad against bad. But in Casey's case, bad against something.
In the
Not the
Pacific,
vibe.
in the Pacific, it really is a battle between first and second, third and fourth, or third, fourth, and fifth, and then 6, 7, 8 is all like its own thing.
I think we all have the same 6th one.
Really?
I think we have the same 6th pick.
I don't think we do.
I looked
wait.
at the Pacific with like it's a tight battle for 1, 2, and 3. It's a tight battle for 4 and 5, and then 6, 7, 8 are just in their own little world there.
I would agree with you on that one. I honestly cannot remember what I sent to you, so I'm kind of winging it right now.
So I'm going to pull up your predictions.
Sure, that would be super helpful.
I will.
But I don't I see that look in your eye, Marek. I don't think we have the same 6th pick at all.
Braeden, who you had Sharks or Ducks?
No, he said Ducks.
Ducks,
I
right?
was Ducks, yeah.
So everyone was pretty much the same except for Casey. So do you want to go to 6?
Casey is
That's
vibe.
while Alex is pulling up the Phil's
Yeah,
predictions.
we'll do 6.
Yeah, I put Sharks in 6.
I put Flames in 6.
I also put the Flames in 6.
Oh.
I don't remember what I put.
I know I'm
Probably
getting
be
there.
quicker for me
There we
to
go.
vote. Oh, there we go.
So Phil put the Kings
I
in
put
6th.
the Kings in 6th.
I put the Kraken in 6th.
Here, why
You
don't
put
I-
the
I'm not
Kraken
questioning your
in
pick. I'm
6th.
questioning the Kings.
Okay.
Why don't I pull
No,
it up
Kraken,
on my
that's it.
phone so I don't have to look at you?
I can respect that. I can respect that.
So Casey, you put who in
Sharks.
6th?
Sharks.
Okay. Why do you like the Sharks over the Kings?
I think that they actually signed some good sign. I don't know. It's like Tyler Toffoli's there now. He's pretty decent.
I completely
but
forgot about
just
that.
like have a
he's just
little
such
bit
a
of
suitcase.
What team
veteran-
number is this now?
Who's a suitcase?
Tyler Toffoli.
What does that mean?
But like
It
a
means you get
good,
shipped around a
He
lot.
goes
but like
everywhere.
a good suitcase.
No.
Oh, he's a good suitcase.
He was at
That
least
is a-
fine
And brings
rated
just
for
like
the
veteran
Flames,
presence,
Devils,
I think, to the
Canadians.
because I think they're
Sharks.
quite young team.
Jets.
Sharks.
What are you yelling at?
We're trying to
talking-
count how
we're
many
trying to-
teams Toffoli has
I
been
think he's
on
been on
now.
6.
Didn't we do this as a trivia
Well, that's what I
question
mean.
last
We
year?
You
so
guys-
just
Yeah.
We're all talking over each other.
Sorry. Okay. Hey, first show.
We're-
First
yeah,
show.
What
First
part of shut it?
First show.
Okay.
But yeah.
You good?
Yes. yes.
Toffoli, you like the ad? You think
Yeah,
you're pushing
Alex
it to 6th?
Wenberg is there, I guess, too. I didn't know that.
Okay.
But he's there. So.
Now you.
We were counting, so I obviously, Kadri's going to be good for the Flames, I think, but obviously you can't do a one-man show. Huberdeau, I do actually think, will be better this season because he doesn't have major expectations on him. Hopefully Sharangovich earns that money. Basically his entire contract was based off of one season. It'll be interesting to see Dustin Wolf. Obviously he hasn't had much NHL time, so it'll be curious to see how he does this season and going forward, but I just can't see them finishing higher than 6.
Fair enough.
They could battle for 5th, I would say.
I don't see them battling for 5th. I see them in 6th. And seconds ago I put them from 7th to 6th. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't have that much confidence in the Wolf-Vladar tandem. I did see there was a clip from the Oilers game in Edmonton, I think, where Huberdeau seemed to set up Mantha really well. So if Mantha's on Huberdeau's wing, maybe they can kind of keep going with that. But I don't. It's not going to be a playoff run. It's going to be another rebuild year. Thank God Calgary's picking a direction here. 6th.
I agree with you. I think it's not going to be a playoff year for our Calgary Flames, and it hurt me. I know.
It's hard to
but I didn't
accept.
put them 6th because I think they're going to do the exact same thing that the Calgary Flames always do. Is they're going to try.
And screw
And they're going
themselves
to
in
try
the-
real hard.
and screw
And they're gonna
themselves
be
in the
And
mad.
we're
process.
going to be
Yeah.
so close, and we're going to have so much hope for about 2 weeks. And then they're not going to make playoffs. We're going to get a not great draft.
There's going to be another
It's
episode.
going to be the same thing we always hear with the Calgary Flames because I do not have any more faith. I will say I am pretty stoked that the AHL Wranglers beat the Oilers A team a couple days ago. That was exciting.
There's going to be
And-
another episode called "Don't Give Me Hope." I just know that there
Yeah,
is.
don't give me hope.
Don't
part
give me
two.
hope. Part
Braeden, who
two.
do you have
Red
6?
shot, you're 6th.
Help me,
I
Yegor
have
Stankovic. You're my only
Seattle in
hope.
6th.
Seattle in 6? Why?
Mostly because I kind of expect everybody else to stay where they were almost. In the Pacific, like Alex said, the top 3, it's pretty solidified of who they are. And then 4 and 5 and 6 almost for me is like either of those teams could be there. It literally just depends on injuries. It depends on what kind of success you have. It depends on what kind of team you are. Because anything can happen to literally any team.
Up until like a certain some teams.
It probably takes about a month to kind of not like
No.
really figure out where you're at, but it's like these are the guys we have.
My kind of like line is December. Is that once it's kind of rolling into January, you kind of get a decently clear picture of what it's looking like, who's in, who's out. So you want to
5th.
speed things up and go to 5th?
I put the Calgary Flames in 5th.
I put the Kraken.
Kings.
I had the Flames in 5th.
I also have the Kings in 5th.
Fair.
Casey Freeman.
I just want them to have more hope.
She wants to see me
the hope.
cry.
Yeah.
She wants to see me cry again.
I don't know.
I would take the Kraken. If I'm not mistaken, they did sign Chandler Stevenson this year, correct?
And Brandon
Yes.
Montour.
And so I thought
Yeah.
Montour went to
Montour's
Utah.
huge.
No. no.
That's-
Well, that Chandler Stevenson
Sergachev.
contract is not good, and I feel that's going to be a detriment to them going forward. Beniers needs to wake up. He did really good rookie year, kind of had a bit of a sophomore slump, so I'm looking for him to kind of wake up a little bit. Obviously, you got Montour defense, and I don't mind the goaltending of Joey Decord for the Seattle Kraken either, so that's why they're 5th. I don't think they make the playoffs. I don't think they're they don't have that superstar factor, but I don't see them being too far out of it.
So the team I have in 4th, I think edges them out slightly in goaltending. Them being the Kings, I try to put them in 5th. I don't like Riddick and who's their starter, Kemper? Did they pick up Kemper? I think they picked up
Kings?
Kemper and Riddick. Yeah.
I'll fact check you.
And
Darcy Harper. Yep.
spoilers, I have Seattle in 4th, and I just like Decord because he silently put together last season.
They have Kemper now.
He was 19, 18, 11 with a 916 save percentage and a goals against of 246, which isn't horrible. And that's better than I would hope for the Kings goaltending. So yeah, Kings 5th and spoilers for Kraken in 4th.
Yeah, I think I'm with you again, Alex. I've different than what I sent you. I just changed my mind on that. I've got Kraken 4th as well.
You're Kraken 4th or 5th?
4th.
So are we on 5th?
I had already said I had Flames 5th.
I said the Kings were going to be 5th.
Okay.
So 4th?
4th.
4th is the Kraken.
I have 4th Kings, and they're going to be wild card 2.
Seattle with wildcard 2.
Kraken wildcard 2.
I didn't know we were supposed to get very specific. I said the Flames in 4.
Whoa!
You said the Flames in 4th.
Let's go! I like this guy.
Because
What are you
last
seeing?
year it felt
I don't know
like
what. Yeah.
there was a
Isn't this
lot.
a non-biased show?
So it felt like there was a lot of games where we would sit down on a Tuesday morning and almost just go, "What was that team?" And it was like they beat the Oilers or
They
something.
went 3-1 in 1 week.
Yeah, it'd be something random, but then the next week would be like
0-3.
0-4.
Against
1-3
against like the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharks,
So it's-
Jackets,
I
Hawks,
feel like
Sharks.
I remember-
almost with more
yeah.
people, or not more people, but more experience from this group from last year. And like Marek said, Huberdeau doesn't have the same kind of pressure on him. Like he came from Florida last year, had a horrible year here. You know, he's going to be all right this year, I'm hoping. And I feel like Dustin Wolf is going to be a very underrated goalie in the NHL.
I like that. I like to hear that.
I feel like we should speed things.
Yeah, I
we should
was about to say,
speed
we do have
things
to pick up the pace a bit.
All right, let's
Okay.
pick up the pace. We'll go
Third and
Casey
Pacific.
Freeman for 3.
The Knights.
I also have Vegas.
Vegas.
Vancouver.
Vegas.
Oh. So odd one out. Why Vancouver?
I don't know. I like Vegas. I don't know.
I'm assuming. Okay, so I think we all have the same number 1.
Oilers.
Phil.
Golden Knights.
Okay, never mind.
Oilers.
Oilers.
Vancouver.
I waffled
You know,
with that.
I shouldn't have assumed.
I
They're
waffled
vibing,
with that
they're
because
vibing.
there was an Instagram post that I think Marek or I sent to the Coast to Coast chat.
It's only us two that said anything. So
And it was a tweet from Elliot Friedman that said, basically, Demko's knee relies on his ability to push through pain.
yeah,
His knee
do you
can't be
wanna provide
fixed.
context?
Apparently, the knee injury has never been seen in a hockey player and has only been seen in 5 soccer players.
So the context is that his knee actually can't be fixed. It's like it is screwed forever, and the doctor's quote. He'll have to learn to play with the pain. That's all.
But why? I don't think the whole season relies on Thatcher Demko.
In a way, it kind of does,
I
though.
do not think it does. That's what we said about the playoffs, and then Artur Silov. Sheilov slayed it. Like I think he's.
But it's
I don't
like
think that's
And
as big of a
Casey
deal.
Casey DeSmith also slayed a little
he played
bit.
1 game. I think.
His name is
a little bit.
Casey.
Yeah, and he slayed, and now he's on Dallas.
Pick up the pace over to the Central.
I do like Jet Wu on the Vancouver Canucks.
Let's pick up the pace.
That's a goated last name.
Go 8-5.
8-5.
Okay, Chicago, St. Louis, Minnesota, Utah.
Okay, Marek.
I went Utah, Chicago, St. Louis, the Wild.
I'm gonna be so wrong.
Chicago, Utah, St. Louis, Minnesota.
Chicago, Utah, Blues, Jets.
I said
Okay.
Utah, Chicago, Wild, Jets.
Utah, Chicago, Wild, Jets.
Yeah.
So you have the Blues doing well then.
I have the Blues sneaking in the 4 in that division.
See,
Okay.
I want Minnesota to do good, but when you have 14 mil in dead cap, it doesn't help. To be fair, though, it does go away next season. But that's why I think Minnesota's going to do so bad. It's purely because they have so much dead cap of
Yeah,
Parise and
Shooter.
Suter.
This is
There you
what's
go.
fun about predictions is because we don't know what's going to happen week 1 of the season. Someone massive on any team could go down with an injury and be out for months.
Well, I think the best
Dude.
story from our predictions from last season was Mr. Alex over here said Florida's not making the playoffs.
Give it a watch. I definitely did say that,
And then,
which is why my predictions mean nothing.
and they definitely did make the playoffs.
I don't think they did. I thought
it
they
was
did.
close.
So did you want to do top 4 then?
Yeah.
So
Okay, Colorado. Am I going backwards? Like
So
4 to
four-
1?
4 to
1.
1.
Colorado, Jets, Nashville, Dallas.
I don't buy into the Nashville hype.
Colorado, Jets,
That's
Nashville, Dallas.
So I don't buy into this super big Nashville hype. I do have them at 4th at wild card
You
1.
got Dallas in 4th?
No,
No,
there's
4 to
number
1.
Oh, we're going the other.
Yeah.
So I have Predators 4th wild card 1. I don't buy into the super big hype. I have
Wait, can I-
Jets 3rd.
Say something about Nashville.
I have Avalanche 2nd, and then in my central I have the Oilers, which I obviously messed up, and that's the Stars.
Moron.
So
The Oilers are making playoffs.
the Oilers are leaving
So-
2
They're
divisions.
that good. They're going to
Stars.
make the playoffs.
so Stars would be my 1, Avs are my 2, and then 3 is Jets, 4 is Predators.
Jets in wildcard 1. I have the Preds in 3rd, the Avs in 2nd, and the Stars in 1st.
I've got the Wild in 4th. I've got the Preds in 3rd because I do buy into the Preds hype.
Is the Minnesota Wild a wild card in your prediction?
I didn't get that far.
Oh, okay.
Sure, I think so.
I didn't do that.
What do you mean?
Predators 3rd because I think they're going to be good. And then Avalanche 2nd, Stars 1st.
Red Shaw.
I go Blues, Stars, Predators, Avalanche.
Why Stars so low?
Blues,
They're gonna be so good,
Stars,
dude.
Predators, Avalanche.
Can I speak out about why I think the Nashville Predators aren't going to be that good?
Agreeance here.
See,
I'm more shocked by the Dallas pick to third.
because
Pavelski is that
I
much?
might have. I think I
Yeah,
might have even said it in
okay, I
either
think
the
that too.
last show of season 1 when I zoomed in. I feel like their big window was last year, and it's like when the window.
No, you've been saying that.
But then it's like I also like what Nashville did in the offseason.
So
Yeah.
to go off
So
that,
I feel like those top 3 are going to be way above everybody else in that division, but it could end up in any order.
I don't buy into the Nashville hype because Marchessault's not as good as he used to be. Stamkos,
good.
yes, he got 82 points, but 41 of those points, so exactly half, came on a power play. You're not always guaranteed to get power plays. Saros is a good goalie, yes. Yossi's going to be a solid defenseman, but he's aging. I don't think you're going to have your breakout season Forsberg like he did last
Are you
year.
telling me special teams isn't an important part of hockey?
What?
Yeah,
I'm
What do you
saying,
mean you're
but
not
if you're
guaranteed to
getting
get a power play?
if you're getting half your points on a power play, you're not doing much on regular even
but
strength.
if you have a
doesn't matter if you
lethal
can score
power
every
play, that can
power
earn you a
play.
couple points in the standings.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I'm a
I-
Penguins fan. I would have to agree with you on that one.
I have 2 things to say about the Nashville.
your
First of all,
Penguins
also
fans
you forgot they signed Brady Shea. Brady Shea and Roman Josi, hottest deep pairing in the NHL. It's gonna be insane. But also Philip Forsberg, I wouldn't deem his breakout year last year. I think 2 years ago, him and Matt Duchene had a really good season together. But because Philip was injured for half the season though, then he comes in, scores 4 goals in his first game back. Because I was like, who's this Philip Forsberg guy?
Who's that guy?
Scores 4
Who that
goals.
guy?
I'm
Who
like,
him
okay.
is?
So I feel like Philip Forsberg is a little bit more consistent.
I think they make
But-
playoffs. I just don't think they're going to be like this
yeah,
top tier
that's
team.
I put them in third.
Yeah, I put mine in fourth. That's why. I still think they're making playoffs. Some people put them second and first. That's why.
Yeah.
None of us. Oh, no.
Second.
Moving.
I put it second, but I just said 1 to 3 could be in any order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
again, these are just predictions.
Yeah.
Like for all I know, Utah could be second in the division.
No, Utah's not.
Utah's
making
not.
playoffs.
Landon's gonna be so excited.
Are we going
I will
Metro.
say one thing I'm excited about for Nashville is hopefully Luke Prokop gets to play a game or 2.
Yes. Yeah.
Edmonton Oil Kings legend.
Okay, so Metro.
Metro time.
Also,
Metro.
Metro.
Make it boom.
8-4. 8-5. Sorry.
8-5 Metro.
Blue Jackets, Flyers,
I've already read it. I've seen it.
Rangers, Devils.
Okay, never
Wait,
mind.
wait,
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 wait, wait, wait.
I thought you were going the wrong way.
Wait, Blue Jackets, Flyers, Rangers, Devils.
Rangers.
Rangers in
I
6th.
don't know. I forget they're a team.
Why do you
constantly,
hate? Why do you hate Rangers?
Landon's
I don't
gonna
know.
jump out of the
Landon's
TV.
gonna jump to the
You're gonna
TV
see
screen.
Landon move across there and just make his way down.
Do you want me to go-
Landon's
do you want me to
legging
go
it from Drumheller
Do you want me
right
to go my 8-5? I
He
did
just booked his flight.
Blue Jackets, Flyers, Islanders, Capitals.
Blue Jackets, Flyers, Islanders, Islanders. Okay. Jackets, Caps, Penguins, Devils.
Dude, what do you mean the Devils? Why are they so low? Why are the Devils so low?
They're in 5th. What do you mean? Why do you mean? Why are they so low?
Why are they
You have,
so
the,
low?
you have the Islanders in what? 6th or 7th?
Dude, the Islanders are the most.
I changed the Rangers into Devils. I put the Devils higher than the Rangers.
Okay. Like I don't care about like where you put Pittsburgh. That's fine, dude. The Devils are gonna be decent this year if they don't get any major injuries.
Okay, you know what? You've convinced me. I'm going to switch something around. I got Capitals in 8th, Islanders in 7th, Blue Jackets in 6th. I had Devils in 5th, but Devils are now in 4th. Penguins are in 5th. You don't get a playoffs.
I don't know.
Just, you convinced me that the Red Wings are better than your team.
I'm being not biased.
And Red Shaw.
Not biased. I'm a non-biased reporter.
I went Blue Jackets, Devils, Penguins, Capitals.
Dude, the Devils are not gonna be that bad, man.
Wait.
Oh
I
my-
have a reason.
Oh my
I have a
gosh.
reason.
Okay. Okay. Wait.
Dude.
Okay. Wait.
my brain.
Why are you yelling? It's the predictions episode.
It
It is literally none of these are gonna happen.
I do have a valid reason.
Okay. Let's go.
Could you imagine Casey's spot on the
Because-
wall for the-
Yeah, it's
let him get the reason out.
Because last year in fantasy, I took Jack Hughes really high, and he did nothing for me, so that was out of spite. They're in 7th.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a spite pick.
But yes, that was also based on injury. They got Markstrom, who isn't necessarily a game changer,
He's not
but they're
good.
going to be better.
No, there's not.
Dude,
Why are you stressing in the predictions?
because like I have Devils second. That's why. Like holy. Okay.
Okay.
Casey 4-1.
Pittsburgh, Washington, Islanders, Carolina.
Washington, Islanders, Carolina. Washington in 3rd, eh?
I have Pittsburgh 4th, wild card 2, Hurricanes, Devils, Rangers. I think with Gensel and a few others leaving Carolina.
Wait, who's your wild card, sorry?
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
They're wild card too. And then with the Hurricanes, they fall back to third. They lost Gensel and they lost a few other core pieces.
Okay. Flyers and wild card 2. Islanders, Hurricanes, Rangers.
I've got Devils, Flyers, Hurricanes, Rangers.
Devils, Flyers, Hurricanes. You have the Flyers high, mate.
I have
Sorry.
Flyers, Hurricanes, Islanders, Rangers.
Dude,
Okay,
there's
so
no
yeah, so the top 4 between us is just deck
there's
chairs.
no
Yeah.
way you guys think the Islanders are going to be like that good.
I never said that.
Marek, want to know what's
said
beautiful about this episode?
I care more about the
Predictions.
Devils.
All right,
Marek,
let's
how
move
well
on.
do you stand up to chloroform?
Great.
The Islanders are chloroform on ice. They will knock you out, and then they'll just score 2 on you.
No, it's the
They
Islanders.
win every game
Okay,
2-1.
I'm going to say this in full context.
It is
Islanders
the
are the
most
most
boring
boring
hockey
team.
I've ever
Islanders
seen.
are the most boring team
You
in the
guys are
NHL.
so loud for people who are agreeing with each other.
Yes, attaboy. Dude,
Like,
last year when the Penguins were playing the Islanders, after the first period, I texted a few people. I think I texted the group chat.
Oh, yeah.
I literally just said, I don't know if I can watch this game anymore because the Islanders just play such boring hockey. It helped that Pittsburgh scored 7 in the second period afterwards, but it was just, I can't watch
I
the
think
New
we
York
all
Islanders.
agreed with you.
I called them NyQuil on ice the entire last season.
Like, you guys are
And-
not saying.
But it works for
Dude, you
them
gotta bring
though.
the passion, man.
You guys are
It works
saying
for
the
them
same
though.
thing.
Like with Brock Nelson, with Anders Lee, with Bo Horvat, with Matt Barzal. It's a shame I'm mentioning him 4th. But you have scoring up front, and then they just have this like suffocating style that it just always works for them. That's why I have them in 3rd. They're not going to win the Metro by any means, but
To be honest, in my opinion, I think the Metro is the most like available playoff division. The only team I can't really see making the playoffs is the Blue Jackets.
Honestly, I think the Metro wins for most forgotten teams. Like, who are half these teams? I don't know.
I would disagree with you on that
I
one.
was
Rangers?
You're paying
Yeah, I've never
Ranger?
heard of
oh no. Okay, there we
name
go.
one
Never mind.
player on the Rangers. I couldn't.
Matt
Chris
Rempe.
Kreider, Artemi Panarin, Igor Shesterkin, Adam Fox.
We should move to the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Atlantic.
But
Also
first, I'm giving
forgettable.
my vote for the most boring team, since we're talking about that, is the Rangers and the St. Louis Blues. Okay, so
The
my
Rangers.
8 to
The Rangers
5,
are not boring.
Blues, I'd agree though.
Yeah.
Buffalo, Ottawa, Detroit, Tampa.
I went 8 Canadians, Senators, Sabres, Red Wings.
Buffalo, Ottawa, Detroit, Tampa. Okay, and you said what?
Canadians, Senators, Sabres, Red Wings.
Okay, swap the Sens and Sabres. I put Canadians, Sabres, Sens, Red Wings.
I've got Sabres, Canadians, Red Wings, Leafs.
Wow.
That's a bold take. I like it.
I've got
I like it.
Sabres, Senators, Capitals, Leafs.
Capital.
How can the Capitals be in the
In
Atlantic?
the Atlantic.
That's me.
What team was I missing?
Maybe is the
Lightning,
Give me a
Panthers,
minute.
is the
Bruins.
Canadians on that list you have for the?
Do you have the Canadians on there?
You're missing your
No,
team. Bro.
no, they're on there. Believe me.
Atlantic?
Sabres.
Okay, so as they're
Give me a
as they're
second.
researching, I don't buy into the Senators hype as well.
I buy into the Senators hype all day.
I get you have Allmark. You also
Here,
have a
look at my
very
screen.
weak defensive core. You have a very weak offense. Pinto's good. You have Brady Tkachuk and Tim Stützle, and obviously you're gonna buy into the hype because Carter Yakimchuk.
I was about to say you have Calder winning
But-
Carter Yakimchuk.
But
Hey,
you have
we're
to
gonna get to
realize
that.
they don't have depth
Oh,
and they don't
I
have.
know, I didn't
Their
put Detroit
captain
in.
legit
That's
in
what
a
I
good
said,
way.
Red Wings.
They have a good captain. They have a good supporting players. They don't have enough depth, and I don't think Allmark the same way as I don't think Allmark's gonna be like that.
You're criticizing the depth of a team that many of us are putting outside the playoff picture.
Yes, I'm just saying I don't buy into the hype.
No, 2 of us are putting them in the.
Yeah, that's why.
You
I said many.
Oh no.
There's
Never mind. I'm the
Sens,
only one.
Sens are
Yeah.
7 for me.
It's just
It was Detroit in 6 for me.
Hey, if Elliot
for mine.
tells me what's happening, I'm with Elliot.
Okay.
Hashtag stand with Elliot.
Top 4 Atlantic.
Slide into his DMs. Montreal, Boston, Toronto.
Card 1: Panthers, Leafs, Bruins. I hate putting the Leafs that high too.
Tampa, Boston, Toronto, Florida.
You got
I
really.
have Senators, Lightning, Bruins, Panthers.
I have
I don't mind yours. I like yours.
Canadians, Lightnings, Bruins, Panthers.
I'm buying into the
I-
Senators hype.
I
man.
don't-
I spent so
Why do you guys
long-
have the Panthers high?
They did win. Like
I mean,
this
they did
trophy
just
the
kind
other
of
day.
win.
But they lost a lot of key pieces, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And they're still-
I just
And?
yeah, the other day.
Yeah, you're right. They did lose Nick Cousins, so.
I have them. So
The guy's the most punchable face in the NHL according to NHL
Yeah,
players.
that's why you're buying into the Ottawa hype.
I'm
So-
buying into the Ottawa hype so hard.
okay, so we're about half an hour into this. Sorry, keep going.
I'm buying into the Ottawa hype so hard, and it's probably because of Elon Musk. I literally shared that one tweet to you guys, and then for 3 hours, all I had on Twitter was Ottawa Senators hype. So you know what,
I
Elon?
did that.
Yes.
Good
No,
job.
I did it
Ottawa
with
Senators.
the Washington Commanders football team, and then I had just Commanders football. And I was like, what am I? What,
Oh, yeah.
What's happening?
It's crazy,
So
but I buy in.
So about half an hour into the show here,
should be
and
48 minutes in.
and we also shut up. Okay, so we're about half an hour into this, and so I put the Panthers in first in the Atlantic. I have them going out in the conference finals, and that's where I think their losses and their fatigue are going to bite them. I think they're still going to keep pace and do really really well in the Atlantic.
So conference then?
What's sorry?
Conference finals then?
I have them in the conference finals rather than losing
Against
I'm
Carolina.
you have Carolina going to the Cup final?
I do.
Casey?
My conference finals, is
Yeah.
that what I'm telling? Both sides, like West and East, or just East?
So we're just East.
Yeah, let's go
Just
East.
do East.
Toronto and Carolina.
I have Rangers Lightning.
Ooh, okay.
I have Rangers Panthers, but I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I didn't put too much effort into this, so maybe based on like my ranking, it doesn't work out. But
No worries.
but I had the similar thinking. I think Panthers are going to hold with it. They're going to do well, and then they're not going to go back to back.
No.
I have Bruins Rangers.
So who you have winning out of those two for the East? Oh, I think we asked that.
Carolina.
Carolina. I have the Rangers winning against the Lightning.
Do you guys both think Carolina's going to the Cup?
Yeah, I think Carolina's
I
going
have
to the Cup.
I have Rangers in Cup from the East.
Same.
I have Rangers in from the East as well.
I think Gensel and like for Tampa is going to be good, and obviously Kucherov and God, I can't remember his Vasilevsky,
Point.
Hagel, Point, Nick Paul. Sometimes
I think
that the guy pops off on the occasion. I just think that the power play absence of Stamkos is going to be fine for a while, and then it's going to catch back up to them.
I thought you didn't have to be good on the power play to win hockey games.
Western
no,
Conference.
you definitely do. You know, you definitely do.
Western Conference.
Didn't you just say that?
Casey Freeman.
Vancouver and Dallas.
I have Oilers and Stars.
Vancouver and Dallas.
Vancouver, Nashville.
I've got Dallas Oilers again.
Hey, that's me.
I've got Edmonton, Nashville.
Ooh.
Phil's got the best
Those would be
prediction.
such pretty colors on the ice altogether.
So who do you have?
That would be some
winning
turmoil for you.
Dallas.
You have Dallas going to the finals against Carolina. I'm thinking a Dallas Rangers final.
I have Vancouver going over Nashville, Vancouver, and Carolina in the final.
I also have Dallas Rangers final.
Yeah, Phil and I.
I have an Oilers Rangers finals.
I wouldn't mind that either.
So
I don't
who's your
think
winner?
Gary Bettman's going to let that happen.
Who's your
but-
winner?
I didn't think that far ahead. I can't do that.
Casey! They both win.
Yeah, they both win. They both kiss. All kiss.
Joe gets a cup. Joe gets a cup ring. Bring out Joe.
I guess I probably have to go. I want to say Dallas, but I also want to say Carolina. It's so hard. Dallas is like a very different team than last year, unfortunately. So I would just go with Carolina.
Minus one
I
player.
guess.
I'm going with Dallas. I think the Rangers are going to be, because Igor Shesterkin is a very hot and cold goalie, and if you're playing against Onger, who's also a very hot and cold goalie at times, but I think depth-wise, Dallas is going to,
I think
kill.
it's as toss-up as a toss-up can be, I'd say, Dallas versus.
I-
for that exact reason,
Yeah.
is you have two goalies that are hot, super hot and cold. I have Rangers, so.
I have Carolina beating the Canucks in Cup Finals.
The Canes
With Frederick Anderson as the goalie. Interesting.
I have the Oilers getting a cup.
Over,
I
sorry.
would
Over
like
the
that.
Rangers.
That's good. That's
I
fair.
would enjoy that. I'd be happy with
I
that.
wouldn't. No Oilers for me.
Let's move on to the individual awards.
I'm excited for our Calder because I want to see how different, besides his, all of our answers are going to be.
Okay,
Because
so
we know his is different.
We're going to
Yeah,
go
everyone knows mine's
Rocket,
different.
most goals. Art Ross, most points.
Wouldn't the Rocket be the most goals?
Rocket,
Rocket,
most
most
goals. Art Ross, most points.
Hey. Long day, man. Long
I
day.
said that, right?
Yes, you did.
Exactly what you said.
Thank you for confirming, Aiden Johnner.
My bad.
Norris, best defenseman. Calder, best rookie. Vezina, best goalie. Jack Adams, best coach. Rocket. Case Freeman.
William Nylander.
Okay.
Nylander.
Wow.
I'm going with the obvious. I'm going with Matthews.
Matthews.
I'm also sticking with Matthews.
I'm going with McDavid.
You think McDavid's gonna?
Never heard of him.
What a weird shift.
He did so bad in the playoffs.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, that's also a vastly different
Yeah, but
conversation.
McDavid,
yeah.
I think what you're trying to say is the 100 assists thing.
Yeah, because
he's so good at that.
he got 100 assists and he got 40 goals. So I'm curious why you think McDavid for the Rocket.
I also want to
Because
say,
Notice how I'm not jumping on you.
because I also still have him for the Art Ross, but I think this is just I think this is gonna be I think offensively it is gonna be a nuclear season.
You think he's
for
gonna-
McDavid.
you think
he's gonna make double dip.
that's a good one.
I thought that was a pretty good one.
I think he is going to be the best offensive player.
Do you
in the
think he's
league
just going to
this
be the
year.
best?
That was a little
Done.
I think you know he
He win
gets.
both trophies.
I think
Double
he
dip.
got to the final last year. They lost, and now it's like he wants that team to get back,
Aiden?
and it's just going to be like him all out.
And get the Crosby counter. He's going to do a Crosby. Lost his first cup final. Won the next year. That you think McDavid's going to do?
Fair enough.
No, I didn't. I just thought he was going to lose this year and win next year. No, didn't even come up with the cross.
ding.
That's why I said ding the Crosby counter.
Didn't need to
Art
be.
Ross.
I have Leon Draisaitl.
Ooh.
I have McDavid, but
so
you
predictable.
still could make the argument for Kucherov.
I'm saying McDavid as well.
I'm gonna say Matt Rempe.
Attaboy. Nope,
So
you said
predictable.
it. You said it, clocked in. You said Rampy.
I'm saying McDavid.
Penalty minutes
I'm
don't
saying
add up
McDavid.
to.
Yeah, penalty minutes are also points, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There should be an award for that.
The
Doug Glatt.
It
There
would
should be an
have
award
went
for that.
to Arbor
I also
Wi-Fi.
have McDavid for Art Ross.
but
Boring.
another one it could be McKinnon. Could be McKinnon, too.
Oh, I forgot about him.
The
Virgo.
Norris.
Norris.
I feel like my prediction, like actual prediction for us five, it's gonna be there's only gonna be two players named.
I put Miro Heiskanen.
There's not. Never mind.
I was like, wait, I don't think anybody's on his face.
I put Morozkin. Never mind.
I went Makar.
I went Faber.
Okay, pardon me. My prediction for us five was gone.
Phil.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I didn't put one because
Throw
I
one
don't
out
know
there.
enough defensemen.
I know, it's hard.
Uyghur.
Sure.
Oh my
I got.
God.
I
Mackenzie
also,
Uyghur.
I also have Makar.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
my,
also
the
Who
other-
were the two you were thinking?
Quinn Hughes and Makar.
Oh,
I thought
no.
it was pretty obvious.
I would
Is
probably
it-
say Makar as well.
Hiskinen's like for me, Hiskinen's like a 4 or 5 for.
No.
Is it
what
often
is the
that
Norris-
they win it
Best
twice?
defenseman.
Well, yeah, but based on what?
Is it often
Is
that
Is
they
it
win
based
it
on points
twice?
or is it voted?
It's typically points.
Depends on the award.
But, okay, so
Usually
it's not
it's
based on
MVP.
anything because it's voted on, I think, by the writers or GMs. I forget.
Which one?
Norris.
The Norris.
I think that's the writers.
It typically comes down to like most writers will say, "Oh, they had the most points. Go for that one." But to me, it should be more than that. I mean, if we don't have time to get into a big diatribe about this, but I think there should be 2 awards for a defenseman, 1 defensive, 1 offensive. But typically they tend to lean on points a bit more. But it's typically a combination of points and defensive ability.
I will go Makar then.
I like that offensive thing because Eric Carlson's that San Jose season. He was I wouldn't say he's the best defenseman, but you could easily say he was the best offensive defenseman. I like that comparison.
No,
Yeah.
I would have picked Quinn Hughes, but in my head, people they don't win it two years in a row.
Very often do they
So.
not win back-to-back Norrises.
You're lucky I just didn't throw Mike Matheson in there.
I just
thinking
think
about
Mike
it.
Matheson is a very underrated defenseman
I was
in the NHL.
I was thinking about throwing him in
and
there.
I was very upset when Ron Hextall traded him to Montreal. Nothing against Montreal, but I love
that's everything
Mike
against Ron
Matheson.
Hextall.
That man.
Don't say it. I just like Brock Faber. I think
You
if
really think he's gonna wake up?
if
Or
him and
no?
Minnesota really take off this year, I don't see a reason why. He
In
can't
my
win the
opinion,
Norris.
Brock Faber deserved to win the Calder last year.
He should have.
Over Bedard.
He should have.
Connor's
But
Harris.
So speaking
Bedard
of-
ran away with the points.
Speaking
so
of the
much.
Calder, I can't wait for these answers because they are. I guarantee you, none of them are gonna be the same.
Well,
Okay.
That's my prediction for this 5.
You've already messed
running
up
it-
these predictions.
I'm running it back.
Logan Stankoven.
Gosh darn it! Yeah, mine's Stanko.
why
What?
do you keep trying?
yeah, like
Dude, because it's fun, man.
You're like 0 for 5
Hey.
saying, oh, it's only
Hey.
going to be these people.
I need to go
and
for
then
5,
you're
but
completely
shooters.
wrong.
Hey, shooter
She's
shoot.
got to shoot.
Shooter shoot. I went Stankoven as well.
Shooters usually hit too.
No, not all the time. You miss 100% of shots you don't take.
So I was torn. I ultimately put down Stankoven. I entertained Yakimchuk. I entertained Wyatt Johnston because I think he's still eligible.
I don't think he is eligible.
Out on the key. How many season games did he play last season?
I will double check, but I know Stankoven is eligible.
So I know Stankoven is. I entertained Yakimchuk. If Wyatt Johnston was still eligible, because I don't think he was in the rankings for last Calder. I might be wrong about that.
I think he's way past that.
Your pick for Calder?
It would have been last year. Yeah.
We know who he's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been last year because he had 82 games played.
Carter Yakimchuk, you know why? Because he diced out millions and millions of dollars the other day to win a game in overtime. How many millions of dollars he diced out?
About 60?
Yeah, that's a lot of millions of
What do
dollars.
you mean diced out? I'm not really.
In the overtime winner.
paid.
Who did he deke through?
I was like, how does he have that
was it
much
Morgan
money?
Riley?
Morgan Riley was on that list.
Riley, Marner,
My baby.
I don't know who, I don't remember who the third was, but it was literally like one of Toronto's top.
It was a nice goal.
That was
It was a nice goal.
And I don't know. I'm so stoked.
I took Mr. Number 1, Celebrini.
so predictable.
Basic. Not with San Jose.
Look what Bedard just did with Chicago last year, and he was like their offensive superstar.
Celebrini not as good as Bedard.
I know, but we don't know.
I do want to
we
throw.
don't know what the
I
kid's
do want
gonna
to throw
do.
a few rookie names out
Like-
there. Like I think Wolf has a chance. Askarov, the guy from Nashville. Rutger McGrory from Pittsburgh, if he does play with Crosby.
What about
That's
Cutter?
number 2
You could,
also.
yeah, Cutter
Gauthier could have a chance?
and Will Smith. I think Will Smith has a good shot.
Yeah, Johnston's way out of it. Never mind, I'll shut up.
And
I'm
Wolf.
excited
I
about
think Wolf, too.
Yakimchuk, and I think I'm allowed to be excited about Yakimchuk.
Yeah, no, I
because-
almost picked Yakimchuk.
But there's a very good reason for it. You look at that goal that he pulled out, and again, this is against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Like they're one of their top lines in overtime. Maybe it's preseason, whatever. As you looked at that move that he pulled off on those players, and it's the exact stuff that everyone said to like the Hitman that what Carter does won't work in the NHL. He just proved it's going
Yeah.
to.
Would you compare him to like a prime version of Erik Karlsson?
Sure.
I think I asked the wrong person.
Yeah.
Would you? Or like
yeah,
a modified?
pre-Achilles cut, yeah.
Yeah, definitely not now. Ottawa Karlsson.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little San Jose Karlsson.
He sounds like Carlson wasn't great.
He was good 1 year.
Yeah, okay.
True, but no, I
He was good. He was good once. You're right. Vesna.
You say Saros.
Yeah! Yeah! Yes! It is Marek with the
okay.
Coast podcast. Woo! My intro made it. Yeah!
You say Soros.
Yeah! As much as I hate, this is my least favorite player in the NHL, but I think he's going to win the Vezina. Shesterkin. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Woo! My intro!
like
Yeah,
him.
thanks, Aaron.
I went with Hellebuck.
Doesn't matter.
I don't.
You think he's getting back to back? Yeah, he won it last year.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
You think he's going to back to back? You think does that same logic from the Norris apply to the?
I don't think so. I feel
Vezina?
like there's been Vezina
No, it does not.
I do.
back to back.
Yeah,
If
when was the last time there was a back to back?
so, I have Winnipeg, as I stated, in fourth in the Central, and I think that's gonna be largely on the back of Hellebuck.
You actually are so right about the Norris thing. Mm-hmm. Quinn Hughes, Carlson, McCarr, Fox, Yossi, Giordano, Hedman, Burns, Doughty, Carlson. Mm-hmm. Like they do not. Wow.
No, yeah, they really space out their
Keith,
Norrises.
Subban, Carlson, Lidstrom, Keith. Like the last one was
We just name players
Lidstrom.
now, I guess.
That was the last time in 07 and 08
do.
were the last time the Norris winner repeated.
So anyway, as I was saying with Hellebuck, yeah, if I see Winnipeg getting to the playoffs, it's largely on the back of Hellebuck, and I think that's gonna be enough to get him another Vezina win. I think Demko is too much of a question mark. Saros, I don't think Nashville's gonna be that good in front of him to make him look Vezina quality. I considered Markstrom, but I don't have the Devils in the playoffs.
To add for your Demko point, Shelovs could make a good case for rookie of the year.
Markstrom.
If Shelovs does as good as he did in the playoffs, he makes a good case for
That's
rookie of the
actually
year.
not a bad point
Yeah.
as well.
Like, he definitely did meet the
When was
number of eligible games
When
last
was the
season.
last time a rookie won the I mean, what? A goalie won the Rookie of the Year, though.
Steve Mason, 2006.
The last closest one was Nedeljkovic in 2021 when Beniers won it. He was a runner-up.
Yeah, I think Steve Mason won in 2006, I think.
I will fact check that and I will answer your question.
I put Alex Furtko. I think he's going to have a great breakout season with the Coast to Coast crew.
I can't wait till we get him in pads for the ice. Well, hey, if you shut up, you get no goals on our on ice content. Give him the Vezina.
We'll get a replica.
We'll get a little mini Vezina.
We should do that.
I went
I think my dad has one. You want Sorokin?
Yeah.
Sorokin.
Ilya.
Okay. Well, which other one?
He said
You were right, by the way.
2006
Yeah.
for Mason?
Steve, no, 2009. Steve
2009
Mason.
Steve Mason. I knew it was Mason.
2006 was Ovechkin. But yeah, there's been no goalies at all.
And then last but not least, as we come up on probably about 16 minutes left-ish here, Jack Adams, best coach.
I beg your pardon? On the 16 minutes?
Pete DeBoer.
Don't you have class at 4:30?
He's
got work. I got work at 5 too.
Yeah, so let's get this quickly then, yeah? No, let's drag our feet some more. Marek, who's your coach?
It's Casey's turn.
No, I said Pete DeBoer.
No, mine's the same. Dallas coach, Pete DeBoer.
I'm going to go John Tortorella.
I have no knowledge on coaches at all.
Fair enough.
I really don't
I
know.
picked,
I'm going to say Aiden John.
John Cooper, he's the hottest.
I picked,
Oh no, Sheldon Keefe in New Jersey. Sorry, I'm changing my answer to Sheldon Keefe.
Sheldon Keefe, New Jersey.
Sorry, go ahead, Braeden.
I picked Jared Bednar. Solely because I think the Avs are going to be top of Central.
So,
In my
okay,
opinion, the hottest coach is St. Louis.
So
Yeah, he's pretty
here's why I picked Tortorella is because like the Jack Adams is the prize where your team was supposed to be bad, but due to your coach, they ended up good. So
Who won it last year?
Ricochet. Vancouver should not have been that good last year.
Ricochet.
No, I would agree. But also, the Flyers should not have been that good last year.
Which is why I have Tortorella winning it this year. Which is why I also have the Flyers in the second wildcard spot. It's going to be a team that that's done way better than they're supposed to be. And John Tortorella teams tend to do good in the second year and then fall right off a cliff. So I'm looking forward to next season for the Flyers. That pretty much wraps all of our predictions. If you guys wanted to mention anything that.
Do you want to talk about like the schedule? So then if we can maybe get a post on TikTok about it?
Yeah. So let me pull up the schedule here. So
Because we have some things planned out.
we have the
dates.
predictions today being published. It'll be at YouTube and Spotify on the 24th.
I'll try to get Phil, if it's possible, you can try to get clips out tonight.
And
Or
then
tomorrow.
we're gonna when the season starts, we're gonna be doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this Thursday there won't be a show. Camera forward. This Thursday there won't be a show. And then October 1st, we're gonna do the first season 2 Coast to Coast trivia again. I will be quizmaster for that one.
Excited for
I
that.
love trivia.
And then on the 3rd will be the start of our regular shows. And then it'll be Tuesdays and Thursdays from October 3rd onwards.
Do you want to talk about some special content we have?
Special content. So Canadian Thanksgiving week, October 14th. I am going to actually rent the ice. We're gonna do some
16th.
on ice content.
The
week of the
the week
14th.
of. Oh, yeah, sorry.
There's some on ice content. Alex
No
is
one
a
listens.
goalie,
Yeah.
so that'll be fun. I remember I did say on one of our episodes that we got to find that clip. I did say that if we were to do a shootout, that I would score 6 out of 10.
That was
Yep.
the challenge, yeah.
So that'll be good. We do.
I
Have
want to score at least one.
We do have a guest as well for the on ice show, Riley Clark. So
That's going to be fun.
Is that
that'll be
confirmed?
fun.
He said
Yeah.
he'd be
That's the
super
first I
down
heard
to
about
do
that,
it.
but sure. I was thinking about JJ, but sure.
JJ would come. I'll
JJ would
text
be
him.
fun too.
And
but
then also on the 3rd, you're not going to stay behind unless you want to. But the 4 of us gents here are going to do some NHL 24 stuff, which should be...
Sadly, not 25 just yet.
No. I don't think I'm going to buy it.
It's the same game every year.
It's the same game every
so
year.
bad.
I'm probably still gonna end up buying it
I'm
and
not
stop
gonna
playing
buy
after
it.
like a
We'll
month.
do NHL 24, probably some verses, maybe some EA SHL stuff as well, and then that'll probably come out the week after the 3rd, after we can edit it and kind of maybe pick up some clips or post it in full. I don't know yet, but that's how it's going to look for the next couple weeks here.
So we'll see him again in a week or so?
Yeah, we are back with you next week, October
Next Tuesday,
1st, for trivia. I'll be Quizmaster for that. Make sure you keep an eye out for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, all of our feeds.
Do you want to do the YouTube thing I did show you? And show that part out?
Forget a word.
If you search up Coast to Coast,
I'll put it.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the lower
if
third.
you search up Coast to Coast, there's a lot of channels. But if you search up underscore,
Look below. It'll be in the lower third. Look below. It'll be in the lower third. Here, I'll add it.
there we go.
But that is it for our predictions episode. This episode has been Alex Burke with Casey Freeman,
Goodbye.
Marek Robinson,
See you guys.
Phil Trombley,
See ya.
Braeden Redshaw.
Thanks for season 2.